This is Hevlev Hospital in Copenhagen and it's lifts all the time. Now, this is a tall tower with lots and lots of floors. So how have they arranged their lifts? Well, with these sort of tall towers, there's several different possible ways of arranging the lifts. The most common way is to have half of the lift serving the lower floors and half of the lift serving the upper floors. Then you have like a service lift round the back serving all floors. But that is not how I've done it here. Another way you could arrange lifts is to have half the lift serving odd floors and half of the lift serving even floors. Now, I personally do not like this system, and that is not how I've done it here. Another possible way of arranging the lifts is to have like a halfway interchange podium. We have some lifts whizzing up to this podium, then you can change lifts, and it's really complicated with different lifts going to different floors all over the building. Really complex, really fun, but once again, that is not how I've done it here. How they have done the lifts in Hevlev Hospital is something I've never seen before in a building this tall. They've literally just gone and done it a simple way. All lifts serve all floors. Now you might be thinking, that's not really the most efficient way for a building this big, but don't worry, you will definitely not be kept waiting for the lift in this hospital, because they've got a set of 16 lifts. Fucking hell, that is the biggest set of lifts I've ever seen. I don't believe it. This is like a two massive rows of lifts serving all floors. That is so weird. And also, it's not really that cost effective doing it this way, because if you just think all lifts serve all floors, just imagine the number of shaft doors. Not that cost effective, just a really odd way of doing it. Anyway, let's ride these lifts.
Udgang, etage 01, udgang.
Now, as well as the main tower in Hevlev Hospital, there is also this sort of side wing. So you've got two different ways in the side wing. Firstly, let's head northwards up the hospital, and along here, this actually is quite repetitive, because every so much distance you walk, there's a set of two lifts on the side and one lift facing you, and it just carries on like it's really repetitive. It's like a skyscraper building, where someone's like just gone copy and paste, keep making a building bigger and bigger. It literally does not change, although there is some variation in the lifts. So then along we go northwards up the hospital, going to the set of two lifts and a single lift each time. So firstly, into the first set of two lifts.
station.
Now along we go to the end of this part of hospital where there is an Otis lift, which is locked. Grr. And now let's head southwards along the hospital. And once again it's like the same arrangement. 2 lifts on the side and 1 lift actually on the corridor. And now, along we go back to the middle of the hospital and along to a lift that's been modernised into an eco-disc. So in this lift, as well as going down to the secret basement, which is locked in all of the other lifts, also goes down to the sub-basement. So can we get into the sub-basement? Nope, it's locked. Disappointing. But the main basement isn't locked. I can get to the basement. Yes! And now here is the basement, epic and spooky. and walking around in the basement, I found a secret basement lift. This must be like a lift to take your bins up to like the bin area possibly. And sadly, all of the floors are locked, so I couldn't make this lift move. Very disappointing. And now came along this basement, and along we go to the main lifts up the tower. And just look how spooky this looks. This is really creepy, like 2 rows of lifts in this spooky area. These don't actually look like lifts. Do you know what these look like? These actually look like the Gatwick Transit, because the doors to the Gatwick Transit actually look like lift doors, and there's loads of them. And when I first saw the Gatwick Transit, I was like, this is like a massive set of lifts. Where's the train gone? And looking at this, I'm now thinking, this looks like it should be a train behind these lift doors, like a Gatwick Transit train. And it is so creepy down here. And on the side of these lifts, there is a button, and this button here specifically brings one of the larger lifts down, so you've got a service lift, because some of these lifts are bigger than others, so this makes sure a large lift comes, and it keeps the doors open for longer, so you've got time to get to it. Now, let's walk up the stairs and see if we can get to the top floor of the tower, which, if you remember, was locked. And up we go, and... bugger, it's locked. So then, let's go down the stairs, down to the main basement, and the stairs carry on downwards, down to the sub-basement. So down I go. And the door's locked. Oh, bugger.